Well, hey there guys, welcome to Rock Hard Riffs. This is the guitar channel for the self-taught. It is another Flashback Friday here at Rock Hard Riffs. Today we have again another very special band that we're honoring, and that is the Allman Brothers Band. What an absolutely fantastic band out of Florida, where there was so much talent coming out of there. Tom Petty for one, and of course the great Don Felder of the Eagles. Just a whole bunch of talent out of that area. And the Allman Brothers leading the pack, in my opinion. These guys were such a progressive band, definitely jazz, specifically Miles Davis influenced. Let's talk about the Allman Brothers. What a great band. Rock on with Rock Hard Riffs. Right on, Rocky. Well, hey guys, let's talk a little bit about the Allman Brothers Band. They're an American rock band formed in Jacksonville, Florida. I was thinking it was Gainesville, it's Jacksonville. And that was in 1969 by brothers Dwayne and Greg Allman. That also included Dickie Betts, who is actually one of my favorite guitar players. He's like the unsung hero of the Allman Brothers, in my opinion. Also was Barry Oakley, which is on bass guitar, Butch Trucks on drums, and Johnny Jimo Johansson on drums. That's quite a name, isn't it? Now, Butch Trucks, I do believe, is Derek Trucks' father. The band incorporated elements of blues, jazz, and country music. Their live shows featured jam band style improvisation and instrumentals. The band's first two studio releases, the Allman Brothers Band and Idlewild South, failed commercially. But the 1971 live release at the Fillmore East represented an artistic and commercial breakthrough for the band. The album features extended renderings of their songs in memory of Elizabeth Reed and Whipping Post, which is definitely one of my favorite songs, and is considered among the best of live albums ever made. That's pretty cool. Now, unfortunately, guys, we all know that Dwayne Allman passed away very, very early on. He was killed in a motorcycle accident on October 29th, 1971. I mean, geez, they were barely out of the gate. The band dedicated Eat a Peach from 1972 to his memory, a dual studio live album that cemented the band's popularity and featured Greg Allman's Melissa and Dickie Betts' Blue Sky. What a great band. I just can't say enough about the Allman Brothers. They had a very heavy jazz influence, especially Miles Davis. I think it was Greg Allman that locked himself away in a room for like a year or something, and all he did was listen to Miles Davis. That's pretty cool. That's crazy. That's pretty cool. The first time I saw them live here in Phoenix, I went straight out and bought an Allman Brothers album after I watched them, and that I almost never ever do. But I was just so impressed, and everybody at that concert was on their feet, dancing and singing. It was just a fantastic event. You know, there just aren't bands like this around anymore, and that is just so unfortunate. There are just no bands except for maybe like Blueberry Smoke. You know, these days seems to be the individual singer or the pop star, and not many bands around anymore. Except for take like Blueberry Smoke. They're a really cool band. Check them out. Look them up on Google if you're not familiar with them. But bands like the Allman Brothers, just fantastic musicians. Groups of really good musicians together. Soulful musicians, what I mean. When I say good, I don't necessarily mean technicians. I mean soulful. Stuff that you can just listen to and sink your teeth into and just love. The Allman Brothers, to me, were definitely one of those bands. Just some fantastic stuff. Alright guys, well thank you so much for joining us for this very special Flashback Friday. Let us know if you're an Allman Brothers fan. Alright guys, we'll see you next video.